Hi, this is Josh, and my brother and I just watched half of Hellraiser before we decided to shut it off because we were not having fun.
No, it was uncomfortable. It's like, and then we were like it's like halfway through. It's like, wait, so is this necrophilia? And I'm like,
okay, so starting at the beginning, this movie starts off with a weird satanic ritual. It's like, oh, I was told this was a monster movie.
So,
it's like even in the description it says.
Okay, it says it's a monster movie. Okay, so you start with the satanic ritual. And it looks like it's going to be one of those, like the Witcher or like the what you call it? No. It's like it seems like it's going to be one of those possession what do you call it? Like it's going to be something like out of the whole what you call it? Like the Exorcist series or something like that. It's going to involve like some kind of haunting, and then the dude dies and it's graphic. And I go, gosh, all right, well. I hope they give us a chance to breathe before they throw the next one. Nope, throw the next one right at us.
Give me a second. I need to get something to drink because this movie was. Ugh. There was just so much weird stuff about this movie.
It's like I get that. I feel like there was a lot of fetishes being played on in this movie that neither me or Josh get.
It's like it was playing with both necrophilia and masochism.
Neither of which it's like those are the two only things this thing was. I mean, maybe. It's just like there's more here, and we're just hung up on the fact that those two things are here. So I mean, I'm sure there's a cult following for this. I'm sure there's people that like this.
It's apparently a series.
Okay, well, the characters were weird.
Shyamalan would say they're too quirky.
Right out of the box. I mean, I'm like, what is with this before anything had even happened? I mean, we saw the ritual and the guy disappeared after getting torn apart by thirds. And we're like,
okay, fine.
Okay, that was the intro.
It's gonna be a gore fest. Okay. Tone set. I can dig it.
Yeah, and generally you want to mellow people out, get them complacent so that you can shock them again later. All right, okay, but no, they don't wait very long and. They establish the characters, the people you're gonna walk around with, and it's like, I'm already gawking at this lady. It's like, is she just skulking? Is this lady skulking? Because the way she's looking and posing and just staring off.
Very odd.
Shock. She's like, she was a Shakespearean character before she'd even done anything. I was like, so who's the name? And then the dude, the guy, he cut his hand. It was like, oh my gosh, that's way more.
It was
bloody.
I can give that a pass because it established early on that it was gonna be.
But yeah, but I was like, that was. I saw that nail. I'm like, okay, and then. Then they got the resurrection scene. I'll confess that resurrection scene was creative, and I was actually I was like, so it is a monster movie. So they accidentally unleash some kind of monster and it's going to terrorism, and then it started looking human. I'm like, or is this going to be something else? And then, sure enough, it ended up being something else. I was like, oh, so it talks. Oh, it's an old boyfriend. Oh, it's an old boyfriend. That's uncomfortable and awkward on several levels. And then it starts asking her to kill for him. I was like, girl.
When the zombie tells you to kill people, you say no. Was the sex really that good?
I'm like, sex is never that good. No, there's nothing.
No.
There's no. I mean, I guess you and me both established earlier on that there was something off about this girl. And at first we thought that was just her quirk, but then we noticed all of the other characters.
Yeah, there's so many other characters. It's
like,
not just her that's weird.
Like,
all the other characters.
The daughter, like in the in the animal shop, she's just like, she has this one guy come in who's eating her pets, and I'm like, why is
that is not a rational reaction, woman.
It's like that's like you catch a guy eating your pets, you'd be like, I need to go home. I need to go home.
Or call the cops. Or like,
yeah,
it's like to act like a regular human being. Like it just totally took us out of it. I mean, if it wanted to be like a little sadistic gore fest, just be silly and ridiculous about it, I'd be fine with that. But that's not what this is. It's playing it totally straight.
I feel like this. I think this is. I might be wrong. I'm totally ignorant in this. I'm totally ignorant and uncultured about this kind of movie. If I'm right, but I think this is just a fetish movie.
Yeah,
and because of that, I mean, me and Josh were calling it quits right after after the second victim. We were like, "Are you done? Because you don't want to shut this off?" And he's like, I think I'm about done. We'll give it just like 10 more minutes, see if we can turn it around." And then they had the rats nailed to the wall. We're like, "Okay,
yep, that's it.
We're done. You just nailed our pets to the wall."
Yeah.
I'm about to go into the room, pull my baby's out of the cage, and be like, "It's okay, they're not dead."
Yeah, I'm gonna go get one. I am so
upset. Gosh. Oh, having flashbacks to what is 8th grade, Josh? When they brought in the freeze-dried rats for you to dissect?
Oh, don't even get me started on that scene. It's you see this? You don't nail these things to a wall. They're too precious. You don't do that. No. She's too precious. But yeah, this movie was it was uncomfortable and not in the fun way. It was just so
I wasn't even interested to see. I'm not even kind of interested to know what happens next.
I don't want to know how it ends either.
I'm like, I don't care what happens to these people. I don't care what happens to the lady. She just killed 2 people she doesn't know just to bring back an old boyfriend who, left her for satanic pleasure and heavenly pleasure. I don't know what that was. Dumped her for that. Now she's ready to kill for him, and I'm like,
yeah. But for one thing, I am understanding a joke from Cabin in the Woods a little more. You remember that? You remember that one guy with the saw blades in his head, and he was the one holding the orb? I'm pretty sure that's what that they based it off of this.
Oh.
Yeah. Now it's like
I'm glad. It's like in that case, they were really lucky. She was really lucky not to have picked that.
Yeah.
Especially if this Hellraiser character is just the embodied.
The guy, Chris, Chris Hemsworth. He was actually the one playing with that little orb. But he was in Cabin in the Woods. He was the one playing with the orb. But yeah, so yeah. In conclusion, Hellraiser, I am going to give that a "you don't kill rats" out of 10. Yes, I'm going pro Jared on this thing that I'm so mad because we couldn't finish it. We could not finish it.
I mean, it's like the first 2 movies just killed dogs, and I was still uncomfortable with that. And I'm like,
yeah, but it's like if they kill
rat. I mean, we were calling. I'll confess, we were calling it quits before the rats thing happened.
But yeah, the rats were no pun intended. It was the nail in the coffin.
It was the nail in the coffin. The nail in the baby.
Yes, we're going to be cuddling these things for the rest of the night in order to get rid of the horrible taste in our mouths that this movie left us. Thank you, and have a nice day. Take care.